don't think I really realized how powerful it was until these two things happened. The first thing, remember my friend that I told you was size 18, 33 years of age? Well, 8 months later, she was size 4. So she drank 2 quarts of lemon ginger blast every day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and she drank 1 quart of Gorilla Milk every day. And every day she had either a green smoothie or a berry smoothie, and every day she had this beautiful salad made with an almond coconut yogurt type dressing that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my favorite one. And I'm going to do a basil dressing out of the almond coconut yogurt, which is pretty amazing. Anyway, she did that every day. And she always changed her dressings, different flavors and all that, but her base was the almond coconut yogurt. And so making a berry or green smoothie that I'll show you here in a few minutes, but by doing that, and every day she jumped on the rebounder 20 minutes in the morning. You know what a rebounder is? A little trampoline? A good quality one, right? Like a knee duck or Bellicon or sports jump. Those are all pretty good ones. So 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night of that. Every time she took a shower, hot and cold 3 times. Hot, real hot, and then real cold for a minute, and then real hot and real cold for a minute. Did that 3 times to stimulate the lymph. She did the rebounding to stimulate the lymph once again. I showed her husband how to work on her body to release the blockages in the body, right? If you guys ever take on any appointments with me, I'll teach either you guys how to work on each other or how your husband can work on you or to release blockages because it's very powerful. Anyhow, 8 months later, in this case it was her fiance, right? But 8 months later she was size 4. So the other thing that really got my attention with the Gorilla Milk was she said that she never felt like she was craving for anything. She was never hungry and craving for this or craving for that. Her cravings went away. And before she had a lot of cravings. That was pretty cool. Another thing that what really, really clinched it for me with Gorilla Milk was the fact that, oh yeah, cool. Oh, great. I since you're being served, I wanted to finish telling you that the story about this fellow, what really honed it in for me with the Gorilla Milk, what took it up to another notch. How is it, by the way? Delicious. So you said the lemon ginger blast was delicious, and what else? Amazing. The Gorilla Milk, you liked the green juice. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like your favorite, but it was okay. But then when you tasted the milk by itself, the almond coconut milk, how was that?
It was
delicious. Very good, delicious. It was almost like dessert-like. And now, but when you put the green juice and the milk together, it's creamy, it's pleasant, it's nice, it's fun. Almost like a cold soup. So when I say it has proteins, carbs, and fats, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, chlorophyll, antioxidants, very powerful drink. But what really got my attention was this guy, a few years back, he was about, thank you so much, sweet. So he was about 70 something, and he was in the hospital, in a hospice clinic, dying, and he was in a coma for 3 months. So the family heard about me, right? So I come in there with a quart of this Gorilla Milk, already pre-made, and they're feeding this guy through a tube in a bag that goes in through the tube into his stomach, right? If you saw the ingredients that I saw that was going into his body for 3 months, if you know anything about nutrition, if you know what I know, you would look at that and you just cringe. Like the stuff that I saw that was in that bag, like I wouldn't even put in my own body. You couldn't even give me $1 billion to drink what they were feeding that guy in this white liquid stuff. Anyway, so this is what clinched it for me was the doctor wasn't around, the nurse wasn't around, and I put this quart of Gorilla Milk in that bag and it went through the tube into his stomach, and within 2 hours, that guy was talking and walking around and called all his family to come over and visit with him. And then they were having a little party there at the hospice clinic, and everybody was stoked out of their mind. They couldn't believe it, but they were like pretty amazed by that. Me, I was just like blissing out. It was such a beautiful thing for all the family to come and see him. And then put the will together and say their goodbyes and all these different things. And then the doctor walks in and finds out about this, right? He says, you're not allowed to ever put that gorilla milk in our bags in our hospice clinic ever again. You got that? And I said, yes, sir, I got that. I understand. You're concerned about liability and all that. Well, and the family was going, but what if we sign agreements? And what if we, the doctor said, no gorilla milk. And then he died. That was a sad part of the story. But the part that I was excited about was that he was in coma for 3 months. 2 hours later, ingesting a quart of this into his stomach, he was talking. He was walking around and visiting his family. And I always had this little sense inside me like, wouldn't it have been kind of nice if we could have just taken him out of the hospital and just kept feeding him this instead of what they were feeding him, and just put him on the program and get him going, So any other comments other than saying delicious and amazing?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's my honor. I have to tell you, just learning the lemon ginger blast and learning the gorilla milk, knowing what I know and knowing what it's done for people and myself, it would have been worth your whole day already. Do you know that yet or not yet?
Yeah.